If you've ever been curious how I make my own pattern block, here's the time to pay attention. We're gonna draft a front bodice block. B, new point F. We're gonna move on from figure 2 to figure 3. The first one is creating I to N. We're going to add +1/8 to the measurement. So mine's gonna be 17 1/8. I over here, E over here, intersect 17 1/8 from I towards E. This new point will now be N. Now we're creating point O. So from N to O is going to be the side seam length, 8 1/8 from point N. This will be my new point. Create new point P, which will complete our side seam. From N to new point P, we're going to mark out 1 1/4 inch. Here, this will be P. Connect point P to point O. And this will be our new side seam. Draw a line from P to point F, the new point F, where we mark down 3/16. Hang in there, we're almost there. We're gonna move on to figure 4. From P, we'll be creating new point Q. My waist arc is 6.5 plus the 1/4 inch for ease would make it 6 3/4 minus 3 inches, 3 3/4. So from point P, Q. Draw a line from K to F, creating the dart legs here. This is measuring at 7 5/8. Complete the other dart leg using this exact number, 7 5/8, to connect with point Q. Point K, it's dropping from point Q, came down about 1/2 inch for me. Now I'm gonna square off this line from K to Q, or the new Q. This will be new point R. This is your bust point, K. Drop it 5/8 because you don't want your dart to go all the way up to your bust point. You want to stop a little bit beforehand. 5/8 from R and from F. Dart legs. Create a slightly curved line from P to R and from F to B. I'm gonna take this little curved ruler, curve it a little. B to F. Okay, so the last portion for the front, I'm gonna square off a little bit of a line from point M. Needs to be able to touch from G to this line to O. I had to grab a different ruler because that wasn't working for me. G to M, O to M. If you don't have a French curve, we'll adjust when we fit. For the neckline, move this over 1/8. I'm going to curve from point I to point D. And that's my new neckline. We have completed our front bodice. How do you feel? I'm a little tired too, so come back for part 2, which will be creating the bodice block back.
Sense of paranoia.